Spider-Man movie tier list. Are you ready?
Oh boy.
You ready to get it?
Yeah. If there's one
The ones-
I haven't seen,
the ones
I
that are-
will just stay silent.
They're like duplicated on here for some reason. I don't know why. Here we go. The Spider-Man movie tier list. Updated even with the newest Spider-Verse. I actually just rewatched this one. So I
I
have it fresh
rewatched
in my
it
memory.
back in like December. I rewatched all three of them back in December. So
Yeah. Yeah, for the first movie,
I like it a lot.
they can't, it's not using anything from any of the past movies because there was none really. It's just its own, it's original, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's what started it all. It really shaped the rest of the movies forever.
Even like superhero movies in general.
Yeah, superhero movies. The MCU. I mean, I know it wasn't the MCU, but it shaped like
What was to
kind of
come.
how those were.
I love Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker a lot.
Yeah, and
He
just
has like
the lasting effect that it made.
he has
yeah.
like the awkwardness.
There
and,
was
like,
even references to him in the newest Spider-Man movie, so that's like insane.
Yeah.
How it's lasted for 21 years.
He's just a big like dork in that one. I like how much of like a dork he is. I
Yeah,
think that's
and
just
it's
perfect.
like not like it's a lot more realistic in a way.
Exactly.
Where like, you use CGI for obviously his swinging scenes. You can tell though it's from 2002, so you can't really bank. You can't.
It also makes more sense how the webs are like.
Yeah, true. It's the only one that has no
Yeah.
manufactured web shooters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like there's no tech involved. It's like his suit that he made.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where are we putting this one? I'd go.
I mean,
A.
you have to. No, you have to. You have to.
S.
I mean, as a movie, I'd say A, but just for what it began
It is.
and what it, like, just the impact of this movie, I have to say S.
Okay. Yeah.
As a movie, I'd say A. S, just as
Impact.
yeah. Spider-Man 2. Well, I guess from now on, I'm going as a movie because this is just part of the series.
Spider-Man 2 I like a lot too.
Yeah, that one's very highly regarded. People really
think
like
it's-
this one.
It's interesting. I like how they show like what it, like him losing his powers and like.
Should I move this one down to A tier if we're just going as movies?
Yeah, I think we should we move 1 down to A tier, and then 2 in S tier. The third one though.
I've seen the third one the most out of all of them.
The third one is not. People like it's like it's like compared to the other two, like it's kind of weirder and like.
Yeah,
But it's funny.
it's very
Makes
funny.
it- it
The
makes
amount of
it
memes. It has the
It makes it so funny.
it has Venom. It has the symbiote suit. It has the 3 villains. It has Bully Maguire. I want to put an A because it's like, man, I don't know.
It's still good. I think put it in A for now. We might change it later.
Yeah. Okay. What's Chess saying? There's a bunch. There's
But it did like the 3 villains thing. That was, that was like a bit much maybe. Like it was cool that like we finally had Venom. And we had like like Sandman and then Harry Osborn. But like
true. Yeah, Harry Osborn. Yeah.
it's a lot.
Yeah. I'll B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first Amazing Spider-Man movie. Oh man,
It's not terrible, but
still pretty
I think-
bad.
Andrew Garfield, I think he would have been way better if he was given a better script for that movie.
Yeah.
Because seeing him in No Way Home, like that, he was genuinely like so funny, and I loved him. Like he was.
Yeah, true.
I feel like he would have been up there.
Yeah.
If the movie was better.
I feel like what makes this one worse is that we have the 3 before it to compare it to.
Yeah. I think they made him too cool in that one. They made
Yeah.
him like the skater dude and was too cool. So like.
Yeah. And like I said, you can compare it to the Raimi
Yeah.
ones, so it's like kind of. It basically retells that in a lot of ways and just does it worse.
Yeah. It retells the origin story again. Not as good.
I still think Spider-Man 3 is better just because it's different. Amazing 1 is kind of just like a redo.
Yeah.
Where'd you put it?
I wouldn't say it's terrible, but like.
Yeah.
So maybe. I think put it in B, just next to.
Okay. Oh man.
I haven't seen this one in forever, but I know
I've seen
not
this
great.
one. Yeah. I think his suit is better than the first movie in this one. It's more.
Yeah.
It's like comic accurate. It looks nice. Like, I like the eyes a lot better than the first
Suit's
movie.
amazing. Dude, the one the one clip, dude, in the convenience store. He's like sick. He's like, I'm vital man. Like,
I'm Spider-Man.
I'm
awesome.
vital man. I think we just put it. Do we put it in D, or is there worse? You think? Is there worse movies?
There is definitely worse movies. I'm gonna throw in C.
Oh, yeah, put in C.
Homecoming.
I like it. I remember seeing it.
I think it's good because it doesn't try to retell the Uncle Ben story.
The good thing about that is that like, it doesn't just do we know the origin story.
Yeah.
We've seen it twice on film now. We don't need it again. So it just kind of jumps Peter Parker in the middle. I think still fairly the beginning of him being a Spider-Man, but like just like he's already been doing it for a bit. So like we're just kind of we know why he's Spider-Man.
It is very different. He has like the Tony Stark tech suit.
It's very different because it's the MCU. So like
yeah, true.
It's like a part of something else.
It's very different.
So as a Spider-Man movie, like you need to like kind of watch. You kind of need to know what's going on in the MCU to watch.
True. I think Vulture was good.
Yeah. That the twist where that's his date's like father.
I think the ending was good where he has to like lift up the rocks. And he's wearing his like homemade suit because he got the other one taken away from him.
Yeah, I think I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he's kind of a mix of both. Like he has a good like Peter Parker and a good Spider-Man. That's what I've seen and that's what I think. That's what I've like I like the banter as Spider-Man, like that, like, you know, the funny like just like joking around kind of thing.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
I'm gonna put it on the same level as the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Far From Home.
I like that one too. That one even more you need to see the MCU than Homecoming. That one is like heavily endgame. Like you like. So. Yeah,
I think that one is decent. It's all just like in Italy and like the villains are fake, and then you find at the end that it's like there's one villain, but he's not really that cool. He's just some tech guy.
Yeah.
Mysterio.
I remember finding it funny though. I remember like the whole like Ned and what's her face, Betty, the whole thing. that I found that hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's B tier.
Yeah.
I don't think that's as good as or as bad as the first, second Amazing. So No Way Home.
Okay. No Way Home.
No Way Home.
I love it. It was very nostalgia heavy, though.
Yeah. No Way Home was an amazing first watch, but I just can't imagine holding up as well once the shock of the canvas worn off. I watched it again a year later in the theater, and I still liked it a lot. I think it's like still really good. I think the whole plotline about where he has to reset the universe and stuff, like that was still like oh man, that was a lot.
Yeah.
And like the two Spider-Men coming in, that was kind of just like obviously for the cameo and the shock aspect. If it was just like a normal thing, it doesn't really.
Now I did like how it kind of like also in a way kind of concluded Andrew Garfield's kind of story a bit too, with the whole like when MJ falling and he caught her, like. That's
true. It did a lot of good stuff like that, but a lot of it was just for like the shock factor of.
Yeah.
And like in like a lot of fan service.
A lot of fan service, but I liked it a lot too. That was pretty good.
And I like the moments of like the villains like saying like iconic lines just for like the fan service. Man, I think at the time and like how big of an event it was leading up to it.
A
tier, I was gonna say S tier. I mean, it's better than the first
I would put
movie.
it in S tier. I just thought you would. I thought you would put it in A. That's why I said A. I was like,
Well, you can
okay,
say what you
put
want.
it
You
in
can
S.
say what you think. Okay.
Put it in S. Yeah.
Oh God, Venom 1 and 2.
I've seen the first one. I don't
Both are like
remember.
20 seconds long. Both are terrible. Anyway,
I've seen the
they're
first one.
they're both really bad movies. Spider-Verse S tier. The style is a new style, new characters we haven't really seen.
Different kind of story.
It did the multiverse right.
Different take on the origin story.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
The music was great. Yeah, it belongs in S tier. And then,
Is Cross the Spider-Verse next?
Morbius.
Oh, Morbius. Yeah.
I saw Morbius.
All I like heard from it and seen from it was
Better than Venom.
the post-credit scene. I think.
I didn't see the first one because at the time I thought the animation looks kind of unfinished because of the comic animation thing. Nah, bro. No.
No. No. That's
No.
no.
Okay, Across the Spider-Verse. S tier.
Oh,
Best
S
ever.
tier.
Did multiverse right. Amazing music. Amazing storytelling. It's a great part one. We knew it was a part one. I don't get why people are like mad about the cliffhanger because we knew it's part one. It literally was announced as part one.
Yeah.
Along with the other movie, so it like doesn't add up. Like, why are you mad?
It gives like an interesting aspect of it, the multiverse.
Miguel O'Hara was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cool to see him after waiting for so long after seeing him the post-credit scene of the first movie.
Oscar Isaac is now 3 characters in Marvel.
Yep, he's Moon Knight. He was someone else in Guardians.
He was in X-Men.
X-Men. Oh yeah. Actually, no. What do you mean, bro? He's like 4 characters. There's like 3 Moon Knight personalities, bro. What do you mean?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Moon Knight 1, 2, and 3.
There's Steven, and then there's Mark.
Steven, Mark, and there's like the guy that showed up at the end or whatever. He was at the end, right?
Yeah, I like Moon Knight a lot.
Moon Knight was really good. For a Marvel show.
Yeah.
Is that it? So I guess that is, guys, me and Nathan's Spider-Man movie tier list. S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier.
Are we doing any more tier lists?
We could, but that's the Spider-Man one, guys. And yeah.